guys, today is Saturday. I hope everyone's day is off to an amazing start. Thanks so much for stopping in today, guys. I am full of energy today. I rose around 6:30 this morning. I walked 3 miles on the treadmill, did my 30 minutes of yoga this morning, and I feel great. I've been out, I've done a little bit of shopping for my chase. I'm going to share those things with you here in just a few minutes. But I want to thank you all for getting up and chiming in already in the comments. I haven't seen the comments as this video isn't even edited, but I know there's a handful of you guys who get up 6:30 and you start click clacking away on the keyboard, letting me know that you guys are in here, and I appreciate it so very much. So thank you guys so much for always stopping in. Oh, thank you to Cynthia. Cynthia let me know last week that we made it to 60K. Thank you guys so much. So many of you have been here on the channel since conception, and I cannot thank you guys enough. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I also want to send a huge thank you out to Keita Javon. Thank you so much. On the video where I shared a few luxury purchases, I also shared a purse that I had had for eons. I think I told you guys that purse was older than Chase, and it is, but it looks great. But I couldn't remember the name of it. But Keita went on the search, and I don't know how she did it, but she found the bag. and the name is fitting. It's like a little baguette. So thank you so much, Keita, for taking time out of your busy day to hunt down the name of that bag for me. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, so I am just back in looking a greasy, oily mess. It's a really pretty day in Atlanta today. So I got out early, like I said, and did a little bit of shopping for Chase's dorm room. For those of you who are new to the channel, hey girl, hey. Thanks so much for stopping in and hanging out for what I hope will be an extended stay here with the Unfrumpy Mommy family. But yeah, so did a little shopping. Chase is on his way to college. He actually graduates in a couple of weeks. Yeah, a couple of weeks. So I have decided I am not going to wait until the last minute to start getting his room ready. Again, if you're new to the channel, you may not know that I am a former educator. Yeah, I was a teacher, and what would really just bug the crap out of me is when I would be in the store and I would hear parents being angry and upset with their kids for needing new pencils for school, needing a new notebook paper for school. Like, y'all knew those kids were gonna have to go back to school when they got out of school. It's not their fault that they need school supplies, all right? So I have always been that parent to never wait until the last minute to shop for, you know, things that he needs. So here again, this time is no different when he's on his way to college. No different at all. So I wanted to share with you the things that I have picked up. And this is going to actually be part one of probably about 3 or 4 parts, maybe 5. I don't know what I've been doing, and I'll share those things with you here again, you know, in just a few minutes. But what I've been doing is when I go out, just like I was out today, I have been picking up things for him. If I am just sitting on the sofa with nothing to do, I sit, and my favorite pastime is sitting on Amazon and, you know, flipping through the virtual pages of Amazon and looking for things for him. And so I've found some things there that I will be sharing with you as well. But I hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend. You'll have to let me know. Drop down, leave a comment. What do you guys have planned for the weekend? I think we will possibly go out, grab a bite to eat today. Maybe go to the museum. We have recently started back going to the High. There aren't any new exhibits, but I don't think there are any new exhibits, but we went a couple of weekends ago. We'll probably go this weekend, but it's just a good way to get some additional exercise in because you're walking around, and I don't know, we just love looking at artwork. It's a really pretty area that the High is in also. But anyway, thank you guys so much here again for stopping in today. Now let's go ahead and get into today's video. right, so we will start over here in the mud room. Guys, I am that mom. Okay, so this area here on the floor, this is going to be his wall. All right, so there's one wall in his room where we will be placing a futon. And so up above that wall, I have designed, or I want to put up a little gallery wall. So I purchased these 5 black canvases that you see here from Michaels, and I'm going to let him come up with, or help him design some art to place on the canvases. But I thought these black canvases were so neat. This is my first time ever seeing black canvases. I've seen the natural linen color, but I've never seen the black ones. And these were 5 for $10.99 at Michaels. This one looks shiny because the plastic is still on these 2 here, but these 3 in the back, those are, the plastic has been removed. I'm going to remove the plastic and packaging for from everything. I had a Zoom call with a couple of moms whose students or kids are actually going to the school Chase is going to, and they kind of suggested that we remove as much packaging as we can before getting there. That way we won't have so much trash in the room as we, you know, are trying to decorate everything. But so this is the gallery wall. These 3 frames here, that one, and that one, I actually purchased from Joann's Fabric. Those were on sale also. I think it was buy 1, get 2 free, believe it or not. And I could not pass that deal up. So we're gonna print some artwork out and place in those 3 frames. I love that it comes with the, what is that, matting in there already. So that's gonna be really, really cute. So that is the gallery wall that's going to go, like I said, on the wall behind his futon. Now, this piece right here, you may have already seen. If you haven't, that means you're probably new to the channel. So hi, hey girl, hey. Thanks for coming over and joining the Unfrumpy Mommy family. But this right here is a shelf that I purchased from Michaels. No, it wasn't Michaels, it was Marshall's. I just love how the green and the dark black of the frames and the canvases are really going to help his little gallery wall behind his sofa pop. So I have those faux plants there. Love that. And then we'll, you know, probably put something else on the shelf, but I thought that these items together would look just amazing. Okay, now this guy right here, I actually DIY made it myself. So this guys started out as about a yard of fabric. That's what you're seeing there. Behind that yard of fabric are 2 foam pieces that I picked up from Lowe's, and then a board. And I'll have the dimensions for the board inserted here on the screen just in case you want to make this. But so also being on that Zoom call, a lot of the parents suggested that you buy a lot of pillows for the bed, because there's a gap on the wall where the twin bed, their beds in the dorm rooms are twin extra large. So there's a gap between the bed and the wall where things can, you know, kind of possibly fall through, and they're bunk beds. Well, it's not a bunk bed, but they're real tall beds. So anyway, I decided to come up with this little side headboard. Not even sure if that's a thing, but I felt that this would kind of prevent, you know, things from falling behind the bed as much. Gives you a little bit of a barrier between the bed and the wall, hopefully closing up some of that space. But yeah, I thought this would be a neat idea to close up some of that space, and it was so simple to make. Just that fabric, those 2 pieces of foam. I think the foam was like $5 each. $5 each from Lowe's, and the board was like $7. And I just used my hot glue gun and my little handy staple gun and created that. And I think the colors just, I don't know, it's just gonna look so nice. And then there's this headboard here, guys, and I'll have the link for this guy in the description box below. But I purchased this headboard from Amazon, guys. This thing is just genius. if you have a college-bound student and they love sitting in bed and being on their phones, guys, you gotta get this. It's a powered headboard, a powered headboard. It is genius and it is so neat. I love the studding details on here, and here's the cord and everything. Right here is the outlet, and then you have the area here where they can plug in their little devices. On the back, you have a place to either attach it to the wall. You can hang it from the wall, and then all the tools and everything that you need are, you know, down there. I'm not going to actually open this though, because I don't want it to get all dirty and dusty in the truck, in the little U-Haul truck. So gosh, this was a great find, and I want to say it was around $100, like $99 or $100, something like that. So not bad at all for what you get. You obviously don't need a headboard. A lot of the students do not have headboards, but I just like the look of this. And like I said, it's absolutely multifunctional with it having the power. So yeah, this is a glimpse of what his bedroom and little lounging area of his dorm room will look like. Again, if you're new here to the channel, you may have missed the video where I talked about the size of his room. Chase will actually have, it's like almost an apartment style dorm where there'll be 4 individuals in the dorm, Chase and 3 other guys, and they will each within that room have their own bedroom. However, 2 of the guys will have to share a bathroom. So it's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And so this will be the space, his own personal space. So I am just over the moon with how it looks. And yes, it's gonna look like a mini home, our little mini house. So when he goes to school, you know, it's just like, hey, I just have an addition to what I already had at home, and I just think it's going to be great. But let me know what you guys think about that wall piece there that I made. I actually wish that I could have made it just a little bit thicker. I would have liked for the foam pieces to be a little bit thicker, but couldn't find any. And then I thought about it, if I made it too thick, it would take up a little bit too much of the bed space. You know, it's only a twin, you know, it's a twin extra large, but you know, right now he has a king size bed, so I think it'll be all right. So that's the gallery wall and the bed. And so over here I have his cleaning supplies for his bathroom and quite possibly the kitchen area. So this is like a starter kit. I absolutely know he's going to need more than this, but we are not trying to wait to the last minute to get everything. Every day, just about, I either order something on Amazon, or if I'm in the store, I see something that I feel he will absolutely be able to use. So I've just been picking up things every time I'm out. But I think right here, I have a great start for his cleaning supplies. But I talked about these toilet wands in, gosh, was it the last video? One video I talked about how I love these toilet wands. It just makes cleaning the bathroom so hands-free and a little bit more hygienic. So I purchased this for him, and every time I go out, I'm going to pick up something that I feel that he can use. If I'm on Amazon, I'm ordering things that I feel that he can use for his dorm, but I know I'm not going to be able to remember everything. So if you guys would, those of you who have kids who are in college currently, kids who have already graduated from college, and you can think of anything else that I need to absolutely start adding to the stash, please drop down, leave a comment, let me know. And I would really, really appreciate that. But of course, we had to have some Fabuloso in here. And just about everything is from the Dollar Tree, with the exception of the Clorox toilet ones. So yeah, had to have the Fabuloso, gotta have the gloves back there, sponges. This is actually his bucket, his little cleaning bucket. Now, do I believe all of this stuff is going to get used? No, no I don't. But we can hope, right? Again, all of these items like this, the bleach and everything, are actually from the Dollar Tree. Please let me know if you feel that bleach at the Dollar Tree and bleach that you would get from, let's say, like your grocery store, are they created equal? I find that the bleach from the Dollar Tree, y'all, I don't think it's as good as Clorox. It's okay, but it's not Clorox. But let me know what y'all think. But also, Eric has actually started picking up batteries for him, you know, for his remotes and everything. He'll absolutely be taking his game systems with him, so he'll need batteries for the remotes. I think we're going to get him an Apple TV for his room because, again, being on Zoom calls with the parents, the cable isn't all that great, you know, so so I think it's just like basic. So he'll be taking his Apple TV. Eric has included some face masks. By the time he actually fully checks in, and this is going to be part 1 of this, guys, we will be fully vaccinated. We have one more shot that we need to get, and we will be 100% vaccinated, but I do believe we will still, you know, have our masks. So there's that. And I also envision all of this being placed, like things like the masks and the batteries being placed in little baskets on the shelf. And I'll talk more about the shelving and the organization that we're going to do for his room a little bit later. So over here in the kitchen, we have a few things for his kitchen. And again, this is just a drop in the bucket of what I know he's going to need. But we have some paper towels, Kroger brand, of course. We have some paper plates because I'm pretty sure they're not going to be really doing any dishes. We have some straws, and we will be buying so much more of this. I absolutely know that's not going to last. We have some napkins here. We have some containers. Now these containers were containers that we already had here. I wasn't using them, and quite honestly, I don't really like this style of container. But so because I don't like them, he can have them. And I envision him placing like his utensils in there, maybe these straws, things like that. So yeah, I think this is a good start for, you know, the paper products that he's going to actually need for the kitchen area. I'm hoping that he'll have great roommates and they'll be able to kind of share in the responsibility of having, you know, paper plates, straws, things like that. You guys will again have to drop down, leave a comment, let me know. Do you have any stories that you can share from your kids being in school and college, or if you have some stories that you can share? Hopefully all the stories aren't bad. I've had a few horror stories myself. I've actually shared them here on the channel. I won't get into it right now, but hopefully everybody will get along nicely and there won't be any issues. But yeah, so this is a good start to the kitchen. I know we're going to need dish soap, dish towels, things like that. But like I said, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be doing a whole bunch of dishes. So I think these paper products will actually be probably better as they initially move in. Now, once they get a little bit more comfortable with one another and they kind of develop a routine regarding who's going to clean what on what day, I think they can start to integrate actual dishes. But for right now, the paper products might be the best way to go. So coming into this area, I have the items for his bathroom. So like I said, they will absolutely have to share bathrooms. There are 2 bathrooms, 2 guys to a bathroom. And I got this little corner rack right here, this corner stand. I purchased this from Home Goods, and I'm hoping it's not too big for the sink. This was, I think, 24 bucks. So hopefully this will fit nice and snug into the corner. I still have to take the packaging and everything off, but I wanted to place the items that and these actually are his items. Eric handles a lot of Chase's toiletries as they use a lot of the same stuff. So he's been picking up, you know, razors and I almost said shower cream, shaving cream, and what is that stuff called right there? Aftershave. Of course, we've been buying hand sanitizer, a bunch of deodorant, powders, shampoos, and, you know, things like that. I picked up these towels, these washcloths. 24, guys. I thought $9.99 at Ross was a great price for these. 24. Oh my gosh, that was a good deal. So pick those up. He has some toilet tissue there, shampoo, and here again, I know this is just a drop in the bucket. He's going to need so much stuff. Now we're hoping too that he'll get to a point where he'll be going to the store. You know, he'll have his car and purchasing a lot of this stuff on his own. I thought this was great to pick up too. So this is the room spray that actually goes with this automatic room sprayer. I felt one of these would be great to have in the bathroom for the guys, and then I have another one that he can actually put into his room as well. But these are the items, guys, that we've just been picking up here and there and just making sure he is well stocked when we drop him off, because Eric and I will be officially empty nesters at that point. And when I tell you, we are going to be in these streets, right, babe?
Yeah.
All right, I have a bunch of stuff over here. We'll start on this corner first. So these pillows right here, thanks to my girl Shayna. Hey Shayna, she put me up on the places where I could find these pillows right here. I really wanted the pillows that had that little touch of masculinity, but still looks like, you know, he knows how to decorate. He knows what he's doing. And Shayna said head over to so many different places, and I ended up purchasing these from Amazon. Now they don't come with the inserts in them. You just get the pillowcase, but I had some inserts here, and these are the pillows that are going to go on his futon. Love, love, love these. They're so nice. Let's see. This pillow you will have already seen. Again, I absolutely plan on taking the tags and the wrapping off of everything, but I already had this pillow. I purchased this for him from Marshall's, and I got a great price on that. That was like 12 bucks for that. I can't remember the price for these inserts, but again, Amazon, so you guys know I will have the link down below in the description box. These rugs right here, guys, they are 6x8, super thin, super thin, and I love that because I will be able to place these in the room, and then we can take a pair of scissors, guys, and cut them to fit. So purchase 2 of these. As you can see here on the wrapping, they're great to go out by your pool. You can place these in your camper, your garage. So many uses for these, and they are extremely lightweight. So I purchased 2 of these. Look how flexible. See that? These things are so lightweight. So I'll remember to take some really sharp scissors, and I'll be using some tape, carpet tape, Gorilla tape, to adhere these to the floor. And that'll help. You know, these dorms, they're not super new, so the floors may not look as pristine as I would like. So I think having some floor covering, this is almost going to be wall-to-wall floor covering, as they are both 6x8, and I have 2 of them, so it's going to be a really nice room. All right, this right here is actually from, where is this from? This is IKEA, and this is his comforter. Yep, I know he's gonna need more than one comforter, but this is the first one that we've purchased, and this is a full to queen size comforter, guys. I told you that he has a twin extra large bed in his dorm room, so I didn't want to get a twin. That was gonna be too small. So I think this full size or queen size is going to look great, and you know, of course, it is great. That was only 24 bucks at IKEA. Over here we have a floor lamp. This floor lamp was $21 at Lowe's. Perfect for his room. The room is not super big, but you guys know a floor lamp, you don't need a whole lot of space, because see how small and narrow it is? So that's gonna look great in there. And here is that other automatic room sprayer that I'm gonna place in his bedroom. So that should help with any odors and things like that. But if there are any odors in that room, they were already in there, because my Chase, honey, he didn't play that. That boy's 18 years old, hadn't been musty a day in his life. Now those are facts. So over here we have his hamper, and I think I've said too before that I was envisioning the room, Chase and I wanted the room to be gray, of course, because that's what we're used to, gray, but I wanted to add in some browns and some cream colors. So I think we have done that with the addition of these lamps. I've shared the lamps before. So those are the lamps, because, oh guys, and everything is getting ready to get boxed up. There's his trash can. We had an extra vacuum cleaner. Eric cleaned it up and brought that out. So this will be going with him, a little vacuum cleaner to help keep the dust and everything off of his new rugs. This will go on his closet door for coats and umbrellas and things like that. And I picked this up, guys, because I thought it would be very, very useful. Chase has never had to keep up with keys. Each guy will have a key to his room. So now he has to keep up with those keys. I don't want him to leave his room unlocked because he can't find his keys. So I'm going to teach him, or tell him that, you know, make sure you're putting your keys back in the same place every time. That way you'll know exactly where they are. And this rug right here, you guys will have already seen. This is what we're going to use to place outside, right outside his door, because just like at home, you know, he's going to tell his guests, you know, if you don't mind, just please take your shoes off outside the door and then come on in, because my little place has wall-to-wall carpet, and so you don't need to have shoes on. That is it, guys. That is everything that we've purchased thus far. I am right now getting ready to package all of those things up. What I hate though about the whole packaging up part, it's not the packaging up, it's taping the box together, it's building the box. So I picked up quite a few boxes from Lowe's, and so I'm gonna go now and tape those up and start putting his things in there. And I think I'm just going to start storing his items in the little area in the gym or somewhere in the basement. I'll, you know, place the boxes down there as we continue to get ready for the move. Like I said, this was only part one, so I will be sure to come back with the other pieces and parts of the video, the hauls that I have for him. And Eric is getting ready to stop in here and share the pink packet shout outs. You guys are so amazing for all of the love in the store. We appreciate it so much, so very much. Eric, I think Eric sees the pink packet shout outs now as his like part-time job. So thank you guys for keeping Eric employed. You know, when he sees me taking care of the orders, he stops in and he says, am I gonna have any pink, he calls them PPSOs, pink packet shout outs today. Yeah, he's given his little job an acronym. He says, am I gonna have any PPSOs today? And so he kind of looks forward to it. So thank you guys so much. Again, can't thank you all week after week after week for all the love and support. Those of you who purchase from the store, thank you. Those of you who leave comments on the videos, like I know, like I said earlier, so many of you probably have already left comments on today's video, and I just really appreciate it. Those of you who are rocking with me over on Instagram, thank you for all of the love and support. Just cannot thank you guys enough. Now, please get ready. Come over and share some love to Eric in the PPSO section of the video. That's gonna do it for me, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.
What up, YouTube family? Hopefully you're feeling blessed and not stressed. I feel blessed because it is a beautiful day here in Atlanta. Blessed to be alive here with you guys, spending time with you. Remember, whenever I talk about, or whenever we go through one of these, make sure you stop and take time to count your blessings. I also feel blessed because on last week's pink packet shout out, I talked about the fact that, you know, I wanted to kind of start to do a question of the week with you guys. I think last week we talked about, I asked you guys about the state of black music, got a lot of great feedback about that. This week, I had another question, and it has to do with just the cost of living here in America specifically. And this was brought about because I had a coworker who lived out in Silicon Valley, basically. I think he lived in Oakland. you know, and had a nice house in Oakland, California, and moved here to Atlanta, here on the East Coast. And he was thinking that, you know, cost of living is higher in the Bay Area, definitely. So he was thinking that he would, you know, sell his house, make a huge profit on it, you know, move to Atlanta and basically get a spread, get a mega mansion. So he's done that. It took him about 6 months. He relocated his family here. And I met with him to have lunch, and I was asking him, you know, about the moving process and was he able to get, you know, like a really nice house, especially given the differential in cost of living between San Francisco and Atlanta. And he said, you know what, Eric, we got a nice house, but honestly, it wasn't the come up that you might have expected. In other words, yeah, we sold our house for a nice profit out of the Bay Area, but it's not like we were able to come to Atlanta and just get like this huge mansion in the suburbs. He was like, you know, the cost of living here in Atlanta is pretty high, especially for where they wanted to move, the school district they wanted to be in, the amenities of the neighborhood, the distance he wanted to be from malls and shopping districts and entertainment. He was like, you know, we came up a little bit, but it's not like, again, I'm just in this huge mansion because of the money I made selling my other house. And I think, you know, there are a few things to unpack there, right? You know, one, I think Atlanta and the Southeast in general, a lot of cities have this reputation of being like really inexpensive. And I think, you know, that's something from like 30, 40 years ago. Like, I'm from Atlanta. I was born and raised here. And I do remember Atlanta kind of coming up, especially before the Olympics and around the Olympics, and being kind of known. And that was in '96 when the Olympics were here in Atlanta, as an inexpensive big city. And I got to tell you, if you're moving here or thinking of moving here, that has changed. Now, is Atlanta cheaper than some ridiculous places like LA and New York and the Bay Area, maybe DC? Yeah. Is it dirt cheap like it used to be, you know, 20, 30 years ago? You know, no. Atlanta's full. You know, my wife and I, this is the third house we've owned in Atlanta. We moved, you know, a couple of times. First 2 times we bought houses, when you would go and look for houses, there would just be these huge neighborhoods and huge developments, you know, where builders were building, you know, a 50, 100 house neighborhood with a pool and a clubhouse. You really don't see that anymore. A lot of the land is gone. You'll see little smaller neighborhoods and like infills where it's 1 or 2 houses. You don't really see the massive neighborhoods, even sometimes if you go way, way out. So my message there is, and you know, Atlanta's a popular place to move to. I think all of the Southeast is still a pretty popular place where people migrate to, but it's probably not as cheap as you think. And again, you got to look at the neighborhood you're living in and the amenities. And I think the broader issue, and the issue I want to discuss with you guys, is I am often amazed at just the rate of inflation and the cost of living, and how all of our wages are kind of depressed, but the cost of living is just getting greater and greater. I've read so many articles. You know, I'm Generation X. My wife is Gen X. I think Chase, our son, is technically Gen Z. Then you have millennials in the middle. I've read so many articles where millennials basically can't afford to buy homes, right? A lot of the millennials are instead choosing to kind of rent and travel more and kind of live this Instagram lifestyle rather than be burned down by a house, because housing is just so expensive. I've talked on this channel before about just the homeless problem, right? And again, I travel throughout the United States for work. I've been to almost every major city, and in every city, homelessness is just way worse than I remember 10, 15 years ago. And I've watched specials on it, and it's just sad because the cost of living is so high, the cost to rent, the cost to buy a home, you know, it is all so very, very expensive. And I just said, you know, just to say that Atlanta's not really an exception. You know, you can look for deals and steals. I think right now we're in a seller's market all over, but just the cost of living right now, you know, Chase is going off to college. We're having like these weekend lessons where I try to teach him about, you know, finances and how to manage your budget. Being able to afford housing is a blessing, a car note, all the stuff that comes along with it. If you own a house, you got to pay property tax, all the utilities, the bills, your internet, all the entertainment. Let me know what you think about the cost of living in the United States. Is it getting out of control? I've seen so many things too about, you know, wages in general are kind of stagnant, but the people at the top, the very, very top, the CEOs are making more and more money. Everything is getting more expensive. Food is more expensive. College, which we're certainly experiencing now. We're blessed because Chase got, you know, scholarships that really cover everything, but his college costs were, I was like, man. And then he wants to go to, you know, law school. So that's a whole other deal. It's just, everything is so expensive. Daycare, for those of you that have to pay for daycare, my God, I mean, just what you have to pay to send your child to daycare is ridiculous. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, if there's any tips and tricks that you use. We've done a bunch of videos on this channel about budgeting. You know, I won't go back and rehash those, what we do. Let me know if you have any tips and tricks. Do you clip coupons, look for sales? There are always great deals at the Unfrumpy Mommy Store. For those of you that are budget conscious and want to be fashionable but not spend a grip on all of your clothing needs, check out the Unfrumpy Mommy Store in these hard times. We appreciate all of you that spend your disposable income, your fashion. I know a lot of you ladies have a fashion budget with the Unfrumpy Mommy Store, especially Judy S. Judy S, who was our first pink package shout out, is one of those people that always shows us love. This is probably up to her 30th order. Wauchula, Florida. Florida is getting expensive too. Florida is blowing up. Everywhere in Florida is blowing up. Again, I think the Southeast in general is blowing up. Austin, Texas, Charlotte is hot. Yeah, it's getting crazy. Judy ordered the Afro Love and Brown Sugar Baby. Brown Sugar Baby is a nice, so Afro Love is one of the original shirts. So it's funny, Judy ordered one of the original shirts that's been around since the store started, Afro Love. And then a brand new shirt that just came out, Brown Sugar Baby, or Brown Sugar Babe, which is a really nice, cute for you ladies, you know, summer, spring shirt. Great for vacation. Thank you so much, Judy S. Tammy F, another Florida, Lauderhill, Florida. Shades of Melanin and Soul Sister. So Soul Sister is, again, kind of an oldie but goodie, one of the original shirts, and Shades of Melanin. Thank you so much, Tammy F. out of Lauderhill, Florida. Out of pollen out today. I apologize if I'm a little congested and sniff a little bit. Chanel H, first order for Chanel. And I forgot to see, let's see. This was Tammy's first order, so welcome to the family, Tammy. And Chanel, or Chanel H, out of Florissant, Missouri, Diana Ross, Whitney Houston. So two of the music themed shirts. Thank you so much. And again, I appreciate all the conversation you guys had in the comments about your thoughts on the state of the music industry. From Florissant, Missouri, first order. Thank you so much. We've gotten a few orders out of Florissant. So I always remember that area from Sweetie Pies. That's one of the places where I think they had a restaurant. I've been to St. Louis, but haven't been to Florissant. Brandy C out of Richmond, Virginia. 4 shirts. Thank you so much, Brandy C, for your second order. We must have done something right the first time. Another Soul Sister. That's a hot shirt. Blessed and Thankful. Thick Thighs Save Lives and Move in Silence. So most of those are kind of, again, some of the original shirts. Some of the old school ones. On the website, you can always, there's an if you want to see just everything that we sell, all the t-shirts in one location, go to the Unfrumpy Tees collection and just sort by date. Or by price, and you'll see old to new, new to old. All the tees are under that category, Unfrumpy Tees, and then we have other categories like Unfrumpy Bundles, Unfrumpy Luxe. Walter S, we love to get orders from the fellas. Brown Sugar Babe and Faith Over Fear. Again, Walter ordered, you know, kind of an older shirt and a new shirt, the Brown Sugar Babe. I think that's gonna be a hot one for the summer and spring. Beautiful shirt that my wife designed. Well, this is Texas. I'm sorry. Texas shows us a lot of love. Michelle H out of Linder, Texas. Caramel Cutie and a Luxe. Thank you so much, Michelle H out of Linder, Texas, for a Caramel Cutie and a Luxe shirt. That is your first order. Welcome to the family, and I will see you guys on the next Pink Package shout out. What up, YouTube family? Hopefully you're feeling blessed and not stressed. I feel blessed because it is Pink Package shout out time yet again. A lot of packages. Let's get into it. The first one to a great friend of the Unfrumpy Mommy Store and YouTube channel, Titiana P out of West Palm Beach. 7th order, 2 Bob Marley shirts. Go follow her on Instagram and YouTube. Her handle is TT, the letter T, Party of 6. On Instagram, it's all one word. Her favorite video of mine, so it's a family YouTube channel. The young lady that runs it, you know, she highlights her family. She had taken her family, I think she was chaperoning like a group of girls to Busch Gardens. This was about a year ago. Hilarious video, hilarious. You gotta watch them screaming on the roller coaster rides. My wife is a screamer. Ladies, let me know if you're a screamer on the roller coaster rides or if you will even do coasters. My wife is pretty much banned from any type of roller coaster. She's banned herself and I banned her. The last big coaster we rode was Space Mountain. And, you know, if you're a roller coaster enthusiast, you know that Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom is not even like a real thrill coaster. You know, Magic Kingdom has Expedition Everest, Rock and Roller Coaster, Space Mountain. Those are the 3 big coasters. But by coaster standards, those aren't, like, you got to go to Six Flags, one of the Six Flags, or one of the amusement parks in Ohio to really get like a real crazy coaster. Universal has some, but my wife will scream so loud that like I will literally like be losing my hearing. Go watch the TT Party of 6 video. Let me know in the comments, do you even do thrill rides? Or when you go to the amusement parks, are you like, hey, I'm gonna go do the Ferris wheel. I'm good on the Ferris wheel, the train, the merry-go-round. I'm not doing these coasters. Let me know in the comments, and go watch that Busch Gardens video with TT Party of 6. Hilarious. Also, the other hilarious videos, the slingshots, when people do these slingshots, I know you've seen them on Instagram or YouTube, where it shoots them up in the air and they faint. I won't do those. I'll do a bit coaster. I'm a little bit out of practice, but like I used to work at Six Flags in college, and back then I would ride anything. Like I didn't care. As I've gotten a little older, I've gotten a little bit more conservative, and I really don't have anybody to ride with. Like Chase, he'll do like a Space Mountain or a rock and roller coaster, but he won't do like the Hulk ride at Universal is like pretty intense. He won't do that. So let me know in the comments what your perspective is on that. My perspective on Jamasina MB is that thank you so much, Jamasina MB from Gaithersburg, Maryland. She ordered the Afro Love and Brown Sugar Babe. Thank you so much. First order. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much for that order. Crystal P out of Knightdale, North Carolina. Many orders from Crystal. Thank you so much for this order, Crystal. Shouldn't be another first order? Lake City, Florida. Brown Sugar Babe. I think that's going to be a popular. Speaking of Brown Sugar Babe, or Brown Sugar Baby, I didn't watch that Versus with D'Angelo, but that was weird. Like, you know, I thought it was gonna be D'Angelo versus Maxwell. I don't know what happened, but like, I don't know what happened with Maxwell. You don't really hear about Maxwell anymore. I don't know if let me know in the comments. I don't keep up with it. Has he just like one of these people that's like what's her name, Anita Baker, like is kind of giving up on the music industry? I don't know. You don't hear from him. But I thought that was weird when D'Angelo had to do the verses by himself. Let me know in the comments. Jaquee TB out of Indianapolis. Friday, thank you so much, Jaquee TB out of Indianapolis, for your first order. Welcome to the family. Jarita S, a lot of first orders. Dalton, Illinois, Jarita S, LUXE Lips. Thank you so much. Enjoy that first order, Jarita. Alicia B, first order, Atlanta, home team, Atlanta, Georgia. It's rare you see an Atlanta address. Usually if it's local, it's like Smyrna or Marietta. It's one of the surrounding cities. But Alicia B, you actually might live close to us because we're in Atlanta. We're in the city limits. To A God Says and A God Is Love. So thank you, Alicia B. Drum roll. This massive box. Tammy H. So first of all, this is Tammy's third order, okay? Every order Tammy has placed has been huge. Like, Tammy came in guns blazing, taking no prisoners. I think all her orders have been in boxes. Like, that's how big. All 3 of her orders have been in boxes. Thank you so much, Tammy, for supporting the store like that. I think that also speaks to the quality of the product, right? When you have somebody that's willing to spend, and you know, I've been talking about the cost of living, right? We do not take for granted where you spend your hard-earned money, especially in online retail, because there are so many choices. So thank you so much, Tammy H, for this third massive order. Another one out of Indianapolis. So, My Roots, Airplane Mode. And the reason this order was so big, she ordered 2 bundles. She ordered Ladies of the Stage, which is a shirt bundle, a 5-shirt bundle, and Watercolors, which is a 4-shirt bundle. So that is a total of 11 shirts. Wow. Thank you so much, Tammy H. Again, with the cost of living being as high as it is, that I've been talking about, really appreciate that. Also, in terms of cost of living, and I hate to bring the conversation down, but we got to mention it. You know, the cost of living for us as African Americans is especially high, both financially. You know, we tend to get taken advantage of financially, and quite frankly, the literal cost of us living is high. We've seen, unfortunately, continued incidences with the police this past week. I don't think we're going to do another video about it because, quite frankly, we're just weary and tired of it. But we see it. We're not happy about it. And we stand in solidarity with all of you out there who stand with us that are victims or can be victims of this type of situation with law enforcement. So we see it. You know, we've done a lot of videos about stuff like this. I don't think we're going to mention it this time because, again, at this point, we're just exhausted mentally. But we're not exhausted. We're not too exhausted to continue to fight, to continue to vote, to continue to, you know, peacefully protest and demonstrate. You know, we will keep the fight up along with you guys. And of course, we will see you on the next Pink Packet shout out. What's up, YouTube family? Hopefully you're feeling blessed and not stressed. We have a massive Pink Packet shout out today, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. Our first one, and this one is very special because this young lady ordered 1, 2, 3 like back-to-back orders within either hours. Let me see, these were all on the same day, literally. So she did all 3 of these orders back-to-back. The first order I have from Carol W, and let's actually do them in the order she placed them. So the first order I have from the wonderful Carol W, and this was her 5th order out of Manchester, Connecticut. Thank you so much, Carol, for your 5th. So this is your 5th order. Whitney Houston, watercolors. Malcolm X, watercolors. Tina Turner, watercolors. Bob Marley, watercolors. So basically, bought out the watercolors line. Don't forget, too, guys, there's also a watercolors bundle, I believe. Then Carol placed her 6th order. Thank you so much, Carol, again out of Manchester. Liberty and Justice for All 2-shirt bundle. Thank you so much, Carol W. Dr. Carol W, I should say. The Liberty and Justice for All t-shirt bundle, which of course, as I said in the last Pink Packet shout out, the saga continues this week, obviously, with everything that's going on. So thank you so much, Dr. Carol W. Let me put some respect on your name. And then Dr. W, her 7th order, God is love, hand-to-hand combat, and she overcame. Wow. Thank you so much, Carol. You are awesome. Next one, big package. I recognize this name, Adrena H, Fredericksburg, Virginia. She's shown us a lot of love. This says 2nd order, but I think she's purchased more than that. 2 Lux shirts, Faith Script, another Lux, Brown Sugar Baby. Thank you so much, Adrena H out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. Tawana S, this is your 1st order. Welcome to the family, Tawana S out of New York, New York. Malcolm X watercolors. Thank you so much. Sharon T, Newport News, Virginia. So Virginia's in the house today. God says, thank you so much, Sharon T, for that 1st order. Welcome to the family. I'm going to get like repetitive motion. I'm going to have to file like an OSHA claim for all this repetitive motion. But hey, I'm not complaining. Marinita L out of East St. Louis. Brown Sugar Babe, 2 Brown Sugar Babes. So it's interesting. She ordered both colors. I don't know if I've seen a lot of this. This is interesting, Marinita. I like the way you did this. She ordered the black version, the black t-shirt, and the white t-shirt. That's interesting. Thank you so much, Marinita L out of East St. Louis. Lakeisha J, big order. And the order is so big because she ordered one of the bundles. She ordered the Ladies of the Stage retro bundle and the My Roots t-shirt. And Lakeisha, this was her 1st order. Lakeisha, this was her 1st order out of Clinton, Maryland. Thank you so much, Lakeisha. Bonita LB out of Knightdale, North Carolina, a Lux shirt. Thank you so much for that 1st order, Bonita LB out of Knightdale, North Carolina. Verchella H, Denver, Colorado. I don't know if he's gotten a lot of orders from Denver. Thank you so much for this 1st order. Excuse me, Verchella out of Denver. Birthday girl, so happy birthday, Verchella, if this is for you or maybe it's for a friend, a gift, but happy birthday. Ursula S, I recognize this name. Welcome, Ursula. Welcome back. Maryville, Indiana. 2 My Roots and a Savage. Thank you so much, Ursula S out of Maryville, Indiana, for ordering those 2 My Roots and a Savage. 3rd order. Now, you know we love when we get orders for men or from men. You know, we have a men's t-shirt line. Cherie J out of Inglewood, California. Ordered a My Roots and then 2 men's shirts. So she ordered the Malcolm X and Bob Marley watercolor shirts, but she ordered them in men's sizes. So thank you so much, Cherie J, for that 1st order out of Inglewood. Takia M, Fredericksburg, Maryland. So we had another one that was from Fredericksburg. Interesting. So Takia M out of Fredericksburg, Maryland. Brown Sugar Babe. She ordered the white version of that t-shirt. Thank you for that 1st order. And I think this might be the last one, and also might be the last order of the week. We'll see. Today is Thursday. You know how it works. You know, we may get some orders tomorrow. They may or may not make it into this video, but if they don't worry, we got you. DeAndrea J out of, now I'm from Georgia and I'm ashamed I've never heard of this city. Hepzibah, Georgia. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up where that is. Hepzibah, Georgia. Deandra J, let's see, 3 Lux shirts. So thank you so much, Deandra J out of Hepzibah, Georgia. And yeah, that's it for today and possibly for this week. Thank you guys once again for hanging out with me. Again, let me know your thoughts on just the cost of living in this country. Is it out of control? Is inflation and college costs and housing, you know, the homeless problem, everything just seems to be so expensive. So let me know your thoughts on that. And once again, because everything is so expensive, we appreciate all of you who spend your hard-earned money with the Unfrumpy Mommy store. It is definitely appreciated, and I will see you guys on the next Pink Package shout out. What's up, YouTube family? Hopefully you're feeling blessed and not stressed. I feel blessed because it is Pink Package shout out time. Remember, these videos typically come out on Sunday. Whenever I say that, a great kind of mental cue, kind of stop, take a breath, meditate, count your blessings. Think about what you're thankful for. I'm certainly thankful to have Tasha T as a customer. She is our first shout out of today. This is her first order. She is from Redwood City, California. I've been to Redwood City many times. Bay Area, shout out to the Bay Area. She ordered a Lux shirt. Welcome to the family, Tasha. Another person we are blessed to have as a customer, and this is a longtime customer. This is her 8th order, LaShawn W. LaShawn W. out of Bridgeton, New Jersey, birthday girl shirt. If it is your birthday, happy birthday, LaShawn, or maybe you bought it for a friend or a family member, happy birthday. And the last blessing of today, Janva W. Janva W. out of Gwynn Oak, Maryland. Janva W. out of Gwynn Oak, Maryland. Bob Marley, Afro Love, welcome to the family. That is your first order. Thank you so much, Janva, for blessing us with that order. Speaking of blessings and people that we are blessed to have in our lives, I want to give a shout out to Dr. Carol W. again. I think I shouted her out yesterday. I think she made literally 3 orders like back to back to back. One of many orders. She left us a wonderful comment a few videos back. So Dr. Carol W. is actually a retired educator. She taught in the Hartford, Connecticut school district for 42 years. So all of you guys, a round of applause for all of those educators. As you guys know, my wife is a former educator, went and got her master's. Shout out to Dr. Carol for going and getting her doctorate in education. That's, you know, that's a lot of work. She also said she had been watching the Unfrumpy Mommy channel since 2016. Wow, the Unfrumpy Mommy YouTube channel since 2016. Wow, that is truly amazing. Thanks to all of you who have been, you know, obviously all the new subscribers. You always, you know, YouTube channels a lot of times are judged by how many new subscribers you could constantly get, and that's always great and welcome if you're new. But those of you like Dr. Carol that have been with us since 2016, I don't even know, honestly, when my wife started. It's just one of those things. She kind of started and it just grew and built momentum and it spawned into other things. So honestly, I couldn't even remember when she started the channel. But thanks to all of you who have stuck with the Unfrumpy Mommy, with myself, followed our shenanigans, you know, gone on vacation with us, gone shopping with us, decorated with my wife, all those different things. And I will see you guys next week on next week's Pink Package Shoutouts.